Hello and welcome back everyone to another Zerkaa Thursday Reddit video. This one is Josh is going to be ranking all the videos from Sidemen from the Sidemen channel that he has actually made. So all the ones that the holiday ones, all the ones that he choreographed and not choreographed, but all the ones that he planned and executed and all that type of thing. You know what I'm trying to say. I just can't think of the freaking word. Did I say it right the first time? I don't know. But all the ones that he made it. God, we're gonna leave it at that. And so with that being said, let's get into this video right now.
Hello, and welcome to today's something different for a Zerkaa Thursday. I saw Harry do this live on stream.
Welcome to another Scamming a Living video.
I found it really interesting, and likewise, it also did very well. So, the game is the game, you've got to play the game. So the concept is simple. It's ranking every single Sidemen video that Zerkaa, myself, has made.
Yes.
Every Sidemen Sunday is administrated or taken by one of the Sidemen, and it is their job to kind of plan it, organize it, liaise with the editors, any bookings that got to get made for it, and it's their job to kind of put it all together whilst talking to the boys, planning out the creative. So there is a total of 18 videos I have made for the Sidemen channel since we put these rules in place. So I'm going to go through in chronological order and rate them from absolute banger all the way down to yellow card worthy. Before we do go any further though, I'm currently on 4.32 million subscribers. We're about to hit that. While your boy Memulus is still there on 4.36. So we're closing in 40,000 away. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe and let's catch up Memulus and let the Sidemen boys overtake the E-boys. Like what? That can't happen. First off, we have Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Now, at its time, this was quite a big video because this is when we first started planning out game shows properly, getting all the props in. Obviously, Do or No Do, I think was the first game show we did. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that was planned by all of us together. It's nothing great. It's either meh or decent. There's nothing too special about it. These days, it'd be a game show.
Understandable,
meh. Next up, we have Sidemen Weakest Link.
I did like the Weakest Link. I did like it.
The host. So contrary to popular belief, you may have thought that it was Ethan's video, but it was actually mine. And I got someone outside to plan questions and give them to Ethan so I didn't see them. But this is a funny video. It has a lot of good clips on it. I'm trying to completely ignore and forget how many views each one has. I'm not going to do any research and look up. This one has 17 million views, therefore it's good. I'm basing it on purely how I think the video is from my memory. So I'm going to go decent for Weakest Link. And I could be wrong. By all means, if you want to do your own tier list, I'll put a link to this tier list down below and you can rate them yourself. Next up, we have Sidemen Olympics.
Oh, wait, you did this one.
How fast can the Sidemen run 100 meters? It didn't perform that well. This video, one, was quite costly because I think we got, for the first time, got a production crew in. We got a brand new production crew, which we never used before. And it wasn't Con or anyone. So I think the camera work, and it's actually quite, this is not a diss to Con. At its time, I feel like it was quite high end compared to what we normally do.
Oh no, Con, sad noises.
I think this video was good, but it didn't do that well. I remember that the main feedback and gripe from the audience was that we got True Geordie and Lawrence to commentate over it, which is kind of unfair on them because sometimes when you bring someone from outside the Sidemen to do stuff, it either goes really well, like Stephen tries, or it goes really badly. I think it goes really badly. Just there's a lot of comments saying, oh, it would have been better without them commentating. She's got JJ to commentate or something, which I understand. Because a lot of it ended up just being them mugging us off, which is fine and funny for some people, but for others maybe not. Also, funny story, in this video, there's a drone shot of the 100-meter race, which I did. So I had to get the drone up in the air, put the camera in, make sure that it was in the right spot where I thought this is where we're going to run, obviously the track, but make sure I had it in the right spot where I thought the camera would work. And I had to quickly run back to the starting line and leave the drone and the remote on the side and then quickly just go, right, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go on a run, a sprint. This is also Josh in a pretty prime slim phase, to be honest. I think I was very slim back then and tanned after my lovely holiday. But I'm going to put it in decent. I think it's alright. It didn't do that well, but
that's where I would have put it.
I like it. I think it's alright. Has all great London 2012 graphics. It's all properly animated. It's cool.
I did like it. Don't get me wrong, I did like it.
Next up, we have
the pumpkin carving one.
Imagine a Sidemen Sunday in 2021. Sidemen pumpkin carving. And that's it. That's the whole concept. Nothing else to it. Probably isn't even that long. Honestly, the video was saved by the fact that Harry cut his thumb, and the thumb now is even Harry cutting his thumb. It's an alright video, but it can't go meh, and it can't go.
It has to go.
Even as video, it's yellow card worthy.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, but it's just not. From I remember, it has some funny moments. Sometimes I look back on these videos and I go, oh, it's what I prefer more sometimes. Like the Sidemen Sundays, where they're really low production and kind of like messy. So they're very funny.
Hate allergies.
Or sometimes Sidemen Sundays,
They're
like
kicking
super
in and I hate it.
Maybe with like 30 different camera angles. What do I prefer sometimes? I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess that's one for you guys to answer. Next up, we have...
God, I don't know.
I've done some stinkers, you know. Like, I get a lot of credit for some videos that I've done.
Well, I mean...
There's some stinkers that
but
I produced.
like that video. I loved that video. It was so funny.
Sometimes you can't polish a turd. Sometimes the actual concept itself is a stinker. And no matter how well you plan it, you ain't going to turn it into a good video. So yeah, Sidemen, James Charles makeup tutorial. James Charles at the time was popping, so it was like a good trend to try and cop on. We all did each other's makeup. I did Harry's.
Yeah.
Harry going, hey sisters.
Dude,
It was weird that we did it. We have our document where we rate ideas. So we're putting in ideas. Let's say we put in Sidemen drink water for 24 hours. All 7 of us would then give it an individual rating out of 10. So let's say I give it a 9, Harry gives it a 7, etc. Then you get a total score out of 70. And then that gets sorted into like a table of all the best ideas at the top and all the worst ideas at the bottom. And I'm pretty sure the James Charles one was at the bottom, but for some reason, we did it. And I don't know why. It does have some funny moments. JJ plays like a nice character. I'm going to put it at the bottom of meh, but I think it may go into yellow card worthy as well. There may be a few in yellow card worthy. We need to get some quality and absolute bangers in there ASAP.
I mean, those are coming up.
The gap here. Okay, next up we have Sidemen Family Fortunes.
Oh no, this is...
Now this video caused some drama, to say the least.
Name a dead YouTube channel.
Deji.
I remember when that happened.
So maybe I'm at fault because I invited Randolph. Maybe I'm actually the cause. But maybe if Simon's reaction times were faster, that whole beef wouldn't have been an issue, and there wouldn't have been any more diss tracks and that whole beef that occurred.
Yeah, it was.
It's a funny video though. I'm gonna put it above Olympics in decent. It's a decent game show. I think we could do it again, like Sidemen versus Beta Squad. Maybe Sidemen versus like an American crew. Could be like Mr. Beast. Could be FaZe. Could be anyone. That could work. Again and be just as good. Okay, so then we have Sidemen One Question Go. I don't think this was my decision to take that video. I was just giving it.
No offense, yeah, I think I put that in the yellow card one.
This is where it's weird sometimes with the Sidemen stuff. That One Question Go video is worth the same amount as a holiday, regardless of the fact that the holiday probably takes about 100 hours extra of planning, if not more. That's the way the cookie crumbles. I guess it's the way the cookie crumbles. But yeah, One Question Go. I mean, it's a video that sits on like a channel like mine or a JJ channel where it's not supposed to be a banger. It's supposed to be very like casual and common, but I don't think on a Sidemen channel it was that great. I guess that's some funny moments in it. When I now envision Sidemen Sundays, maybe this is what we've gone wrong with. We've like kind of set a standard for ourselves, and I think even the audience set a standard for ourselves. Where now, like if a video is too short, they're like, why is it under 30 minutes, or why is it not an hour? Or everyone's like stinker, even if it's a good video still, just because it's not like a top tier concept. So maybe we just like kind of set ourselves the standards that are too high. And sometimes you should do One Question Goes, make people realize, hey, we can do One Question Goes, you know? And yeah, I think that's what I want to do with Zerkaa Thursdays, and make sure I don't go wrong with. I want to make sure that I never set like this constant upward trajectory where the videos always get bigger and better, because eventually I will burn out so hard. Like I already do a lot of stuff anyway, and like with Sidemen stuff we do so much. So to add bigger and better videos to Zerkaa channel as well would be a mess. So sometimes I'm gonna need weeks like this where I make a tier list, or I react to TikToks with someone, or I do an eye tracker challenge, or something chill like a mukbang. I'm gonna need those weeks. So when you see those weeks, be easy on me, you know? Okay, and now we get ourselves nice and juicy. Here is where my reputation turned around. I think in university, I probably would have ended up becoming a producer. I wanted to be like a director or something, but I think a producer is where like I do best, because the way my brain works, I panic about a lot of things and I worry, I overthink a lot of things. As much as that's a bad personality trait, it's also a great personality trait with things like the holiday, because my brain overthinks so much that I'll make sure I try and get every single little element that I can, make sure it's correct. And obviously I'm worrying about it being a good video, so I'm gonna think even more. But yeah, so the first Sidemen holiday, which was not gonna be done by me initially. Initially, I was going to be in the video, and none of us were gonna plan it. We were gonna get an external source to plan it for us. But I think after some discussions, we started to panic that what if the person planning it messed it up, didn't make the right calls, or didn't understand us well enough to know what to put in, what not to put in, and what would work for content and what wouldn't work for content. So when you got voted that Josh, you take it, you give it a go. I think the concept kind of spawned from me and Simon chatting in the kitchen anyway. So it was like either me or Simon do it, and it was like, you know what, Josh, you take it. And yeah, we had a Sidemen holiday, and I think I outdid myself. And I think even the boys were like, oh, like this is mad. And
yeah, dude, it was. Oh my god, the video is so good. Oh my god.
When it comes to Sidemen Holiday,
God, I love that video.
That's an innovator video in the game. I think it changed the Sidemen channel quite a lot.
It did. I think it really did.
Time. I think it's like or third even. So it has to be. It has to be absolute banger. I can still go back and watch that to this day. I can go back and watch reactions to it, and I find it fascinating seeing how people like kind of react to each moment and how it all works. So yeah, if it wasn't for COVID, a lot more of these would have happened, and we know that.
I didn't react to that because
now more of these.
I don't know. I don't think I reacted to that video.
Sidemen Sports Day, which I think is one of the last videos to be filmed at
I think it was
Sidemen House.
I think it was.
Nice little thumbnail here with our big bubble heads as well. Because initially the thumbnail was small heads. Looking at this thumbnail now, this rope should be changed to red so you can see it clearly. So I might go back and change that now, you know. But yeah, Sidemen Sports Day. I mean, what can you do with a sports day? Like realistically, if you're filming it in the garden and there's 7 of you, what can you really do to make a sports day great? It has tug of war in it. It had us hopping around in it. It had some extra bit. It's a meh video. It's better than James Charles, but it's a meh video. Am I really gonna have all meh and decent and suddenly just have absolute bangers and that's it? Is that what's gonna happen? Am I harsh on myself? Let me just work this out first, and then we'll look at it at the end and see if I agree with myself.
It's hard.
Okay,
like,
we have Sidemen burn 70,000 calories. We did the eating 70,000 calories, which for some reason calorie videos do so well. Calorie videos or food videos are videos where you post it and then Twitter goes, oh my god, stinker, like I hate the Sidemen, like they've turned to shit. And then you go on the views and it outperforms everything you've done previously. So it honestly makes no sense. I think either Twitter is just a place full of wrong-uns or people like watching what they hate. I don't know. Sorry, Con, because you're bloody editing this. But I do like the videos where we just vlog it ourselves sometimes. Sometimes, like even with Zerkaa Thursdays, I feel like sometimes it feels a bit more raw and a bit more authentic and less like a massive TV show production, I guess. Some videos you need to have that TV production feel to them to make them the quality they need to be. But I'm gonna put this. I can't. It's calories. I'm gonna put it here. Head of Millionaire. I'm gonna put calories there. Do I agree with this? I don't know if I agree with this. Okay, Sidemen Wheel of Fortune. I was the host, so yeah, I made the video. I think a good rule of thumb typically is the person hosting it.
Do you know how long it took me to make the thumbnail for mine? Oh my god.
A lot of it is a case of they have all the answers to the questions they put together or the concept, so they need to be the person hosting it because they're the ones in charge, which is what I did here. I've not really hosted many videos, and I feel like there was mixed response to me hosting. Some people said I was a good host, and some people hated me as a host. So, as a Wheel of Fortune, nice board. We got made custom, broke many times, and Harry really broke it completely anyway. I think it's better than Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Family Fortunes is better than it. I might put it here or here. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there for now. Sidemen Wheel of Fortune is decent. A lot of videos are just decent. For the first year or two of Sidemen Sundays, the first year of Sidemen Sundays, a lot of our attitude, which has now changed, we need to do like 2 fillers, banger, 2 fillers, banger, or like a filler, banger, filler, banger. You couldn't ever just do banger, banger, banger because that's what I said. You burn yourself out because you're constantly trying to up yourself. And if you do that, you're only gonna lead to your own demise and failure.
You're not
like
wrong.
I said, sometimes you need the fillers to get the bangers. People appreciate the bangers more because they've been used to fillers. There's a lot of psychological things going on here, you know. You got to try to think about everything when it comes to making videos. It's not just put a video and thumbnail. But obviously, for the past year or so, it's not been about making fillers or bangers. It's about what video can we bloody do to survive because it's COVID and we can't do what we want to do. So it's like ticking off ideas. Can we do this in COVID? Yeah, we could. Can we do this in COVID? Yeah. And luckily now, this year, with the whole testing and stuff we put in place, it's been much easier to shoot a lot more different things. Next up, we have 2 big videos. We have the Sidemen road trip and the Sidemen European holiday. They were both filmed within like 5 days of each other. They were filmed in the same week. And I don't know why that happened. I think I had to move like the road trip back due to like some delays that I had with things going on. Or someone had to rebook something. But regardless, they were both shot in the same week. So that week, as much as it was a great week, it was one of the worst weeks of my life because the panic that I went through that week, making sure every single detail
I would doubt
at that point as well, we were all getting ahead for JJ's obviously fight against
That
Logan,
is right. That is
so
true.
that year was a rough year. I remember getting to Christmas of that year and feeling so burnt. I think all of us were just like emotionally drained from the whole fight, like the stress of the fight and then like the euphoria of him winning and then just like nothingness afterwards. And the fact that we had shot like 6 weeks ahead or 7 weeks ahead of Sidemen Sundays. Like we were shooting something to go out in 7 weeks time. And we had shot like so many videos back to back to back. I think there was a point where we shot 3 Sidemen Sundays in 3 days and it just like, it was draining as hell. Sidemen road trip. I look back on this video and there's definitely things I would tweak and improve, but I mean, again, it's in that top 6 most viewed of all time. And just because something has views, it doesn't mean it's a great video. Maybe with the boys on the bad team. They drove a long way. I wanted him to get in the spaceship and the weird private jet to have a cool ending. I love the ending to the road trip, which is the firework display that I got booked. That was such a perfect plan executed, where you had the fire alarm go off, made the boys panic, get their cameras out. Like, oh my god, there's actually like a fire alarm's going off. What are we gonna do? And I remember at the time that a lot of fans worked out where we were staying had broken into the grounds of the house.
Oh,
was banging on the windows. So I think the boys believed even more, thinking, oh, the fans that have come in have like done something. They've like set something on fire or they've broken something. That's why the fire alarm's going off. So when the fireworks got off, as soon as they leave the house, you can see his reaction. Like, he poos himself and then realizes, oh my god, that is a plan. So I think that's a great like emotional movie type ending. I think it's sick.
Yeah.
And then European holiday. I'm gonna put this to the top of the top, tippity top. Whether or not I'll ever beat this video, I don't know. We would have had 2 more holidays by now had COVID not happened at least. There was 2 that were basically planned and ready to go. And one of them was booked in. It had little surprises in it, which I'm not going to leave any secrets away now, because I can't, in case it does happen in the future. And then the second one wasn't booked. The first one was booked in, had a date ready to go. Luckily, I hadn't booked anything for it because we'd have lost a lot of money probably. That video is 2 hours, 15 minutes, I think. It was initially 3 hours long, and we had to cut it down because it was way too long. But honestly, that is like a movie, that video.
It has such great moments.
It though. Like, there's certain moments that I love. So credit to the boys in this, because they did like a ridiculous
Sidemen.
That's what I said before. These videos, as much as they're great, like I put them together, I produced them, I planned them all. Oh my god, Josh's so great at planning. It only works if these boys react the way they do to the stuff that I put in place for them. And that's why they're so good. Free. I think you can clearly see here the trend of what we should be doing more of on our channel.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time,
or at least more videos that I should be making. So yeah, after this video, things kind of changed for me on the Sidemen channel, where I started taking the ones that required much more planning, opposed to your like normal week-to-week ones. So that came out in like September. So next up we have Sidemen $10,000 versus $100 Christmas Day.
Yeah, I did.
It was a very funny video. Didn't bang like these ones did, but I think it was still good. I'm gonna put it quality.
I put it there.
Banger. There are things I could have done better in it, but obviously it's much less planned out and thought out as these 3. And the concept obviously isn't as great as a holiday. You're never gonna beat a holiday realistically when it comes to that concept. You can do $10,000 versus $100 a lot of things. There's a lot of things I could list off right now. I could do it with water. We could do it protein shakes. We could do any trip you can think of, any place you can think of. You can do $10,000 versus $100, and it can still be a good video. But I think the holidays will always take the cake.
I think it's because like,
a bit of a break,
more
next
to
video was then
do
the Sidemen Dragons
like, you know what I mean?
Den, where we got Nico Milano even tries, and Nico pranked the guys, which I was in on. He made all the guys get like spicy or like chili pepper cupcakes, and his whole pitch was that he had the keys to the safe which had the milk in. It was actually a banging video on his part. The video was actually a good video and very good concept, just ruined by the fact that Stephen Tries weighs around a giant dick. Because we got demonetized and pretty much age restricted, so it no longer got shown around. You can literally see the graphs on YouTube go, oh, the video's growing, and then suddenly, it's been demonetized. Okay, well, now it's flatlined, and it's been flatlined ever since. I really can't argue with it, to be honest. I can't argue. There's a giant dick flying around. We tried to blur it, but it moves around so much that we missed it a few times, and then those misses, they really messed us up. I'm actually going to put that in quality, you know. I think it's a very funny video and quite an underrated video based on viewership, though, not on response. And response was very good. Viewership is underrated, that's all. Next up, we have Sidemen spend $100,000 on each other in 24 hours. And the reason why I took this video is purely because I negotiated and sorted the brand deal. So that it was like, okay, it makes sense for Josh to plan out the whole video. Because what am I going to plan other than here are the teams that you're in, or here's who's buying for who, and here's where we're meeting. That's all I need to plan in the whole video, and here's how much money you can spend, and they know that. So those videos are so easy to plan. It's ridiculous. Just in comparison to these 3. So these 3 take so long, like loads of meetings, loads of moving parts, got like a whole timetable and a schedule and a storyboard of how the video's gonna work. And then these ones are literally like, here is the title, here is the thumbnail. Boys, meet me here. This is who you're buying for. And here is where we're meeting to the outro. Again, it's just spending money though. So can I really say it's a great video? It has some funny moments in. Obviously, JJ bought Toby, like the necklace that was like 10 grand. It was a women's necklace. Ethan bought me a Rolex, which is ridiculous. Which I've not been able to wear yet because I've not been outside. I'm rocking a Fitbit at the moment. I'll put this in high decent, and it could go into quality, but I'm going high decent because ultimately it's just buying people's stuff. Like I said, after these few videos, you'll see it just became Josh does these videos, like does the $10,000 videos and does like the videos that require more planning. Also, another video that we discussed me doing, but then like changed our minds because we wanted me to be involved in the video opposed to planning it, was the Sidemen race across the UK, which we got Vic to plan instead. Because initially it was me planning it, but it was like, wait, at some point Josh has got to be one of these videos, right? He can plan the holidays, that's fine, but for some other ones like the race across the UK, like Josh has got to be in it. You can't just plan all of them. And Vic did a good job on that one, to be fair. Vic did a good job, so fair play to him. And I actually very much enjoyed myself on that race across the UK. Got a little private jet across the country,
that's right,
I called up my private jet plug and was like, yo, it's a private jet in an hour. Where we at, boys? So that's like a GTA moment, that one. But anyway, we move on to our final 2 videos. And they're not great. So we have Sidemen $10,000 versus like $10 takeaway.
Oh, yeah, because this was when...
Of was it Chris MD? Or was it his friend Ollie who did it first?
I don't know, but either one of them,
Because on the day of it being posted, I think everyone was busy, and I put together the title, the thumbnail, and I sorted out with the editor like all the things that need to be fixed in video. So I'm giving it. But I hardly did anything. I hardly did anything at all. But you know what? I think it could have been done so much better. I really do. So I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna put it in here. Like it's meh. It's got that special $10,000 on the thumbnail, but I don't think it deserves to have that on the thumbnail. It's letting down the series of videos. It's letting it down massively. And then the final video we have is the Sidemen Crystal Maze.
Yes, I loved this video.
I was kind of gutted I didn't get to do. Now, obviously I had COVID in January. But I got like that bout of dizziness that I had for like a week, sometime in March was it, whenever this was filmed. And on the day of filming this, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do the task they were doing. I could barely walk around properly. So for me to go there, go down slides, sit on like a, what's it called? A bucking Bronco, or what other things that JJ did and stuff, I couldn't do any of those. So I had to sit it out. The second video that I've sat out on the Sidemen Sundays this year. I think anyone's missed more Sidemen Sundays than me now. I think Vic's missed 1, I've missed 2, and I don't know who else has missed them. I'm sure you guys can now tell me. Unfortunately for Crystal Maze, a lot of the audience didn't know what Crystal Maze was. Firstly, that put off a lot of people from watching it, and then secondly, I think it could have been, I couldn't have done much better though, I don't think. I think the concept's just not great. It's hard to execute and film well, because a lot of it we had to like not reveal the secrets of the room and the game. And it's hard to do well, I think. So I'm going to put it in decent, and I'm going to review this now as a final thing. So banger, best video I've done for sure is the European holiday. Cannot argue that. And then the second holiday for sure. And then the first holiday in second, that makes sense. And the road trip I think is worse than the holiday. So yeah, that's what that top 3 I think perfect and expected. I don't think you expected anything different for those 3 videos. And then quality, Christmas Day. This one was different because the teams were picked based on them doing little challenges.
True.
It's a fun video. That's where Beerus came from.
Yeah,
JJ's read it.
That's
Boys
right.
Met Santa.
That's
it's
exactly
either this way or
where
this way.
came.
I'm going to go here.
Oh my
and
God,
put Dragon's
I
Den
forgot.
there. I think Dragon's Den's good. And then we have Spending Money. We have Weakest Link. We think it's funny though, to be fair.
Yeah, it is funny.
It was a funny video. And I think it's better than the second one we did recently. So Spending Money. Then we have Family Fortunes. That was for Labby, right? Doing the whole hosting.
Oh yeah, they did. Okay, my
Chris
brain
knows better than
remembers now.
Olympics. I think Wheel of Fortune could be better than Olympics. Oh, is Carrie's better than Olympics? It can't be. It can't be. Oh, it could be. It isn't that funny. It's not that funny. That's the thing. The Carrie's really funnier. I don't know. I'm leaving it like that. I'm going to firm it. I'm leaving it like that. I'm linking this down below. Let me know what your order is. What we can clearly see here is I need to get back to making more videos. And hopefully now this whole COVID thing is coming what seems to be an end, or at least it's getting easier for us to do stuff in.
True.
Hopefully you'll see much more of this stuff coming back, and my tier list looking much more top heavy than middle and bottom heavy, which it currently is looking like. Like I cannot imagine posting this in 2021. I just can't. I just can't see it happening. They would be on more Sidemen, and some of the more Sidemen videos recently have been better than a lot of these. So that sums up as well. Like we're constantly on the grind and trying to improve. But yeah, that is it for today's video. If you're out there and you're not subscribed, please do subscribe.
Please
I'll see you guys on Monday Credit Monday. And until then,
I'm a man with great excitement.
You know, God, I know it's so hard to like put stuff into a tier list just because like no matter what it is, I still love their videos. Like, you know, like some like I'm not like, oh, like, you know, like some I'm like, oh my God, yes, and like, you know, some I'm like, you know, like, you know, like it's still good, but it's still like, there's just some, I don't know if it's like, just like something doesn't, I don't know if it's like, it doesn't click with me, or just like, you know, like, cause you never know, like just, like sometimes it like they just hit different, and like sometimes it like, you know, like they just hit, it just depends on like my mood and like all kinds, like that's the thing about videos though with me, like sometimes a video like will just bang so much that like I could have been in like a mood, and then it just puts me into like an amazing mood, and like I could have already been like in a good mood, and like just something like just doesn't, like, I don't know if like concept wise or like what, but like doesn't click well enough. So it's like, like, you know, I start off high energy and then just kind of, like lower energy. And I'm like, and I feel bad because I'm like, but I still love, like, I still like it though. That's the thing. Like, it's because it's my, I think that's what it, I think it's because it's my boys is like what it is. Like, I like, whatever they're gonna do, like they're my boys and I'm watching it basically for them. Like, you know, like watching it because of them, but also like for them in a way, if that makes any sense, you know, like just because like, you know, they've been there for me like so much when I need it, like like so much when I need it, especially during quarantine, like, oh my lord, I needed like, you know, just needed it. You know what I mean? Like just like their videos just like are such good escapes for me, that I think that's why it's like it's hard for me to like give an actual harsh rating for it, because it's like in my mind I'm like, but this one was associated with this week, so, and then I was like, but this is happening this week, and I'm like, and now like, you know, like there's so many different variables for me, like, you know, because like, so like say like this is just like, say I just had my friend here, like say we just like had a friend here, like, you know, or like somebody who doesn't know the Sidemen and they just watch certain, you know, they watch the videos same as me, but like to them, if they could be complete, like, you know, they could be like, well, this video was dumb, why did we watch it? And I'd be like, oh my god, what do you mean? Like, I love this video, what you mean? Like, you know, like, there's just like so many different opinions and like just blah, like, there's just so much out there. To like, but like for me, like I have to like that's what like goes through my mind if I ever do try to do tier lists. I'm like, oh my god, like I don't know, because I'm like, well, this was like during this time period, and like that's when this was happening in my mind, and I'm like, well, it did like this and blah, and like my brain just starts overthinking stuff way too much. I think that's my problem. I overthink stuff way too much, like way too much, but what are you gonna do? I don't know. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this Zerkaa Thursday video. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna get to it today, but tomorrow, hopefully, I'm hoping, that's when we can finally get the Zerkaa Reddit Monday video, the punishment one recorded. I'm scared, but I'm also like, it's scary. I'm so scared. I'm scared. Oh Lord. The reason I'm not recording it today is because, not gonna lie, I did forget a couple things. And I'm like, dang it, so I need to go to the store and get them. So that way I can like, just like, cause that's the first video I need to record for tomorrow. It makes it easier if I do it like early on in the day. So that way, you know, that way everything just can happen. And yeah, it just makes my life a lot easier to just do a punishment video at the beginning of the day. Just in my mind, maybe it's not. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just gonna shut up. You know, I just need to shut up. That's what I need to do. I just need to shut up. And hopefully you guys did enjoy. And I'll see all you beautiful, wonderful people in my next video. All right, bye.